Hi there, this is Beth Green, also known as Granny Rocks, and I'm going to be like singing for a minute because people are getting notified that we're live, and so we actually go live at 6:15, and but I'm on a little early so that people will get notifications, and hopefully you will join us. So London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. At 6:30, we all have a live stream called Granny's Place, and you're invited. Hi, Anne. Well, we already have someone here. We have two people here. I love the fact that people are a little early. It makes me feel better. So we're just, hi. Oh, I got an applause already. So, hello, Stacy. Wonderful. Hello, Todd. Okay, so we're beginning to gather. I was just doodling around a little bit to give people a chance to be notified and come onto Facebook. Okay, hello, Elizabeth. So happy to see you. Okay, and hi, Todd. Today's topic is, hello, Elizabeth, Politics 2018, the Halloween that never ends. How do we deal with scary times? As you know, we do a Granny Raps on the News every Wednesday, and by next week, we will, most of us have the election results. Oh, hello, Rose. Glad to see you. We'll be having the election results. And for many people, this is a scary time. I was just thinking about Halloween. It's like, woo, you know, we all pretend to be scared and we pretend to be scary. And actually, we are scared. And lots of us are scary. You know, what is it today? Yesterday, it's, you know, it's a shooter here, it's a bomb threat there, it's, you know, our president is going to now send, he's claiming that he's going to send 15,000 troops to the border to stop migrants from coming in. It's like, and, you know, it's a scary time for all of us. I think many of us have our own personal fears too, financial fears, health fears. I read recently that an enormous percentage of our young people are feeling a lot of stress, have mental health issues. There's a tremendous amount of stress in our world, in our society. People are afraid around money. They're afraid around all kinds of things. And these elections aren't making it any better because we're all sitting there holding our breath. What's going to happen to our nation and to our world? So now the question is, how do we deal with that fear? You know, some of us, if you think about a scared dog, some scared dogs go whimpering into a corner and try to hide. Some of you will identify with that. Are you a go into the corner and hide kind of a dog? And some will come out, "Bruh, bruh," you know, it's like, you know, how many of you are the kind of "bruh, bruh, woof" kind of dogs? And then we have other kinds, and some of us just disassociate and we go into fantasy land and we think about other things. We try not to pay attention to what's happening to our nation, to all the violence, the nastiness, the racism, the anti-Semitism, you know, the homophobia, and so on. So some of us just go hide. Some of us go into fantasy land. Some of us try to look bigger. And some of us, and I think this would be me, grind our teeth. That's one of our great coping mechanisms. Like, I just read the news today. So, well, this is a Halloween, a scary time that never seems to end. Let's say the Republicans win again. There's going to be a lot of very scared people in this nation who are really upset that now Trump decides that he can just override the 14th Amendment, and some people agree with him. And then if Democrats win, then there'll be a whole bunch of Republicans who are feeling, oh my God, what are they going to do to us? And hello, Mary Chris. So no matter who wins, there's going to be a lot of fear. There's already fear, and the fear isn't going to end. And it's just going to, I mean, it's obviously it's accelerating. It's going to continue accelerating, especially when we have the people in office who are feeding the flames, thinking that they're going to get an advantage out of making people fearful so that they'll all follow the big, strong guy. Okay, so what do? We know, first of all, that we don't want to become fearful, like shrink. So stand for what you believe in, go out, vote for what you believe in, do your thing. We also don't want to be unleashing great violence on other people. That, coming out as the big dog is really not a way to build a better world. In fact, here's what I have to say, and you're probably going to think I'm a fool for saying this. We have to build a better world no matter what's going on in the world that we live in. We have to focus on what are we going to do to make this a better place. I'm not saying that people shouldn't react, respond, picket, boycott, whatever it is that you feel like you need to do. But what good is any of this if we're not building something? All we're doing is going back and forth on that pendulum swing between the left, the right, the middle, the ups, the downs. Everybody gets scared. Everybody is crazed. Everybody's more fearful. So what does it mean to build a better world? Well, it means to build a world where we actually start taking care of the needs of people on the earth. And by the way, nobody is talking about that, hardly ever. That is almost never a part of the conversation. It's like, oh, what is the world that we want? It's like, oh, we have to stop these people from doing this. We have to stop those people from doing that. Oh, we have to stop the lesbians from taking our rights away, whatever they are, the right to discriminate against them. Or we have to stop the Republicans who are giving away our children's future and tax cuts for the rich, or whatever. And, you may feel that way about certain things, but how many of us are saying, but what are we building and what are we doing? So we had a retreat this weekend up here in Oregon. It was fabulous. It was fabulous. It was the innerrevolution.org. We have a retreat 2 times a year in Oregon, which is where I live. And, at the end of our retreat, really, we got this guidance that we should keep our eyes on the star. How do you deal with fear? Keep your eyes on the star. I know it sounds crazy. I know it isn't what we normally think about. Maybe we want to suck our thumbs or have a drink as a way of dealing with it, or run and call the police. But it's to keep our eyes on the star means we have a vision for what we want and we keep going after it. If we get tied up in knots, if we get angry, if we get vitriolic, if we get defensive, we are not keeping our eyes on the star. We are not building the world we want. We aren't being the kind of people we want to be. Now, I am not saying that whoever you are, that you're going to win. I'm not saying that we're going to win. I'm not even going to say that we're ever going to build a better world. I'm going to do everything I can to build that better world. That's what I can tell you, absolutely. But I can say, keep your eye on the star means I am going to build a better me and you are going to build a better you in the process at the very moment when we're most likely to fall apart, to go into anxiety, to either get angry and start yelling and screaming or hide or, grind our teeth or start hating everybody else who doesn't agree with us. That is not going to solve anything, because when it's all said and done, what's left is us, who we are as a people. That is what has been so disturbing about the last couple of years. It's not just our leadership, it is those of us who are supporting violence against one another, who are not caring about one another. And that has always been the case. I have to tell you, I'm a granny, I'm an old woman. I mean, I could be a great-great-granny at this point if I had any children. So, it's like I've seen it. I've seen bad days, really bad times. I've seen the days when, Black people could perform in Las Vegas but couldn't stay in a hotel there. We've seen bad times. We've seen, and we continue to see them. But we have to become stronger and stronger on the inside in order to keep and maintain that centeredness that we need in order to stand up to the vitriol, to the injustice, and to the polarization. I can tell you that every time I do a Granny Raps on the news, somebody or somebody's put in vitriolic, hateful things about me, about something that they think I said when they obviously had not even bothered listening, or they wouldn't be saying what they said. So I know there's a lot of people out there you can't even talk to. I get it. So if I say to you, oh yes, well, we should have real conversations, well, we should have real conversations with people, and we need to keep trying, because not everybody is totally closed-minded. We can keep trying that. But even when we keep getting rebuffed over and over and over and over, we have to keep our center, guys. This is going to be a long struggle. It's not going to be over in November. It's not going to be over this year. It's going to be over our lifetimes that we have to struggle to co-create a world that actually meets the needs of people and the earth, that takes global warming seriously, that actually goes out and tries to solve the problems that are causing the migrants to come to this country, instead of just throwing more and more money and force at everything and solving nothing. But how are we going to do that if we let ourselves get tied up in knots? So I would like to join with you right now, and I hope you join with me, where we can feel together that we have the strength to stay solid in the good, in what is right, in caring about people who can't seem to care for themselves, who are destroying themselves, the amount of alcohol and drugs and all these other crazy behaviors that we engage in, the over-reliance on how we look, over-focus on work and status, all of that that's killing us. We need to stand strong, be calm, and try to help everybody to the best of our ability, because that's what we need in order to feel like we are good people and that we are standing up for what we truly believe. And don't think that that is in vain. I cannot predict what's going to happen in the years ahead. I don't know if this planet is even going to remotely look like this planet in 10 years. Not with the way we're going. But I do know that if we get all tied up with fear about this election, like, oh no, this one is going to win, oh no, then we have lost our center and we can't help anyone. You know, I'm going to end with this. There is, when you get on a plane, they tell the adult to take that mask, that oxygen mask first before you take care of your child. Well, that's because somebody has got to be okay and thinking. That's got to be us. We need to be thinking. We need to be caring. We need to be okay if we're going to give any help or guidance to anyone else. So that is, you know, how do we treat the people who trick us? You know, that's why we stay centered no matter what. Now, come back or stay tuned, because at 6:30 we have Granny's Place, where I'm going to be playing an actual piano, and Madame Mazurka, who's a dead Transylvanian psychic, is going to be coming on the show to answer the questions that you people have sent, and it's going to be absolute fun. And we're going to, but it's fun with a purpose, with a caring, with a love for humanity and ourselves. So God bless, and I hope to see you in Granny's Place at 6:30, and to see you next week as well. Bye-bye.